Keep It or Change Cars, the motoring podcast with news, views, and interviews.
Welcome back to the Keep It or Change Cars podcast. I'm Nicky, as your host, as always, and I'm with Michael Pursuit once again. One day I need to shoot this podcast without you.
Not going to happen. For those of you who watch the podcast regularly, and hopefully it's many of you, you always note I start by asking Nicky, what are you in today?
Yeah.
Today it's not going to happen. Why?
Because you just told me that you're in a test car, basically. Very. Guys, if today is your day to play Lotto, today is the day. Because Michael is not driving his personal car today, and that's a first.
Correct. And I'm driving a double cab, which we all know is not my personal favorite.
So more reason for you to play Lotto today, because Michael is driving a car that's not his, and it's a double cab.
But before I tell you and the audience what double cab we're in, we need to dispel a rumor. What are you in?
I'm in a Chinese vehicle. Apparently, we don't like Chinese cars on the channel, on this podcast as well. So I'm in an Omoda C9 plug-in hybrid.
Made in China.
Made in China.
I'm in an LDV T6 double cab, made in China. So just dispel the rumor.
Yeah.
I must say, very, very impressed. Tell me about the Omoda.
I like the Omoda. I just received it. So what I normally do is when I get a car, I don't try to research about it because I don't want to put my expectations high. So that Omoda, it's quick. That's what I know. I'm actually not sure how much kilowatts and Newton meters of torque it's pushing, but from feeling wise, it should be close to 200 over 200 kilowatts. Obviously, you'll see it on the screen.
That's a lot.
It's a plug-in hybrid. You get 1,000 kilometers of range on it, so that's quite good. And it feels quite good. What I do know that it's R1 million. That I know.
Now, what's incredible, when we think of the Chinese products, we always thought excellent value for money. And I think they still are excellent value for money.
Yeah.
But R1 million is not blinking an eyelid. A Chinese vehicle, R1 million, not blinking an eyelid.
Yeah, I've told people that the what I'm driving is in and around R1 million. They'll be like, oh, wow, the Chinese vehicles have gotten there. So people are accepting it. They knew it's going to get there eventually. They just didn't expect it to be this soon. But in that Omoda, I blindfold you and I put you in that car. I let you feel it, and I take out the part that says Omoda. You understand why it's a R1 million car.
I'm on record as saying there's two things that a car's got to do for me personally, and I don't think I'm alone. It's got to drive good,
but
firstly, it's got to look good. Whether it be BAIC, Omoda, Jetour, JQ, do these cars look good?
Yeah, they look good. They look very good.
When you see it in the parking lot, it's absolutely imposing. The beautiful flash lines, all the door handles. They don't have door handles.
Yeah, the door handles go in. It's like the Range Rover door handles.
Range Rover, Jaguar,
yeah, they go in.
Incredible. So my LDV, now you said you don't check up on the kilowatts and Newton meters. Now, very, very interesting that you say that because I did the opposite.
Okay.
This has got 190 kilowatts and 600 Newton meters of torque.
Oh, you driving the... Guys, because I got you first, obviously. So I haven't seen it. I haven't seen it. So,
and that is the honest truth.
So you're driving the top of the range on 190. Oh, wow.
But now what's interesting for me, and again, I drive powerful cars, I drive underpowered cars, like we all do. But 250, 300 kilowatts is a big number for me.
100%.
Driving 190 kilowatts, I must say, it's powerful, but it doesn't feel like a racing car. It's powerful, but maybe I'm just not used to double cabs. Are double cabs like that? They just don't feel powerful.
Maybe that specific one. Some double cabs when you are in it, you actually do feel that's quite powerful. Like if you get your...
the Raptor.
I was thinking of that. So you get your Ford V6, whether the petrol V6 or even the diesel V6, that's quite powerful. Your Toyota Hiluxes as well, you do feel the punch. The Amarok as well does feel a punch. Probably that one in specific is maybe on the tough side of things.
Now, don't misunderstand me. It feels powerful.
Okay.
I just don't know the answer to my own question. What should 190 kilowatts feel like in a double cab?
If it feels like it shouldn't be this fast, then it's fast.
Okay.
For Bucky, if you ever ask yourself, there's no need for Bucky to be this quick, then it's enough power.
Now, you haven't asked why I'm in a double cab.
Why? Good question as well. Wait, can I guess the color of a double cab quickly? It's either the orange or the blue.
Very, very close. Dark black.
Really?
Black.
Okay,
it is
close.
It looks superb.
That's close.
One thing about this car, we spoke about how vehicles look.
Yeah.
You look at it, it
They all
looks
do.
like absolutely stand out.
100%.
But this weekend, the team from All Things Motoring, Grant McCleary and myself, we're off to Clarence. You've been to Clarence?
Yes, I have.
Beautiful town in the Eastern Free State. We've got 10 double cabs, LDV, Photon, we've got Ford, we've got VW, we've got Toyota. So it's a double cab shootout.
So the same, because you did a single cab shootout in
A Gearbox.
Now it's double cab.
But now when we say a shootout, not the traditional on a drag strip, racing 0 to 100, braking, just a 300-kilometer road trip. I'm going to get to drive every single one of them. I'm going to look at comfort, overtaking ability, handling, features, just everyday usage. When I look at a road test often, what is the point of 0 to 100? Whoever pulls off from a robot like that and floors it? Well, not many people I know anymore.
Unless it's a performance car.
Like what's a performance car? Like an Omoda?
This one you are going to pull off. Guys, this one is quite quick, guys.
You can see the smile on your face. You're enjoying the car.
I really am enjoying it. So I actually can't wait to research about it. But like performance car, like your GTIs, your Golf Rs, your Audis, those type of cars. Maybe 0 to 100 in those vehicles do matter. But for the day-to-day vehicles, there's no need for a 0 to 100.
So often we give shout-outs. Today I'm going to give a shout-out to a fellow journalist, Nicky. Do you know the gentleman?
No, I don't.
He's the Wikipedia of anything cars. If you could say to him, Danky, tell me January 1987 edition of Car Magazine, what was on the front cover? He'll go like this. That was blue. There was 5 pictures. And you think he's joking, but he knows it. But why do I mention him? He's loading a whole lot of retro tests on all things motoring under retro. 0 to 100 in 1985, under 10 seconds. Was that quick? Was that blistering? Or was that normal?
I'm going to say it was quick.
Absolutely. Golf GTI 0 to 100 9.3, BMW 323i, which was the top of the range 3 Series at the time, 0 to 100 9.3. So when you talk about today a car like the Omoda, 0 to 100 what? Roughly.
That one, I'm sure it's around 6.
Around 6?
Around 6, 7. That one, yeah, definitely.
Now, Thomas Magnum and the Ferrari 308 GTS, GTI, whatever it was, GTB, that would have been doing 0 to 100 in about 8.5 seconds, but in the hands of a racing car driver. Normal people like you and me with that horrible dogleg gearbox would have been 11 seconds. So it's just incredible how quick modern cars are.
Yeah, 100%. And we spoke about 2 Chinese vehicles. I'm not speaking about 2 Japanese brands. Can you guess which we're talking about? They share cars.
Lexus and Infiniti.
Yeah, no, they share cars. Not the same brand, but they share cars.
Suzuki and Toyota.
100%.
But now it's interesting. I'm sorry to interrupt you. The way you say share cars, so many people today see that. Suzuki and Toyota, the Baleno, the Starlet. And the question always is, why is that so positive? You've got Toyota, which is an incredible brand. Suzuki feeds off that. Suzuki today is an incredible brand. Toyota feeds off that. Do you believe that Toyota benefits from the tire?
Yes, definitely. They
Not
do
even a
benefit.
question.
Yeah, they do benefit. They benefiting from the Starlet because without the Baleno, there's a hole for Toyota in the Starlet market.
But what's interesting, in South Africa, Toyota have probably still got roughly double the amount of dealerships to Suzuki.
Sure.
And why would you say that is? For me, it's only one reason.
Because they've been in the country longer and success.
So that is fair enough, but I think it's a lack of, and I use the word respectfully, lack of products that Suzuki have. Suzuki don't have buckies. Suzuki don't have minibuses like the Toyota Hiace for the taxi industry, the Toyota Quantum.
Yeah.
However, I see Suzuki is going to be opening up more dealerships. There's not a
Speaking about that, where I stay in Montana. There is this big deal. I'll show you a video. You should be seeing it on another play videos right now. There's this big dealership opening up. Suzuki, like it's big, Mike. When I saw that dealership, right, before they put the Suzuki side, I could see that they're building something. So it's here by the corner. Then on the side is a Toyota one that's being built. So the Toyota one I knew because they put a sign outside the new home of Toyota. Coming in soon. But opposite, they didn't put no sign. It's a big building. I saw that building was like a good triple story, if not a quadruple story building. So I'm asking, I'm like, okay, probably there's like an office, something's coming closer. And then I see a Suzuki sign. I was like, no ways. And I saw it in the evening. I was like, there is no way. I'm taking a video of this. Like, it's quite huge. Like, I think that might be one of the biggest Suzuki dealerships I've seen.
Well, that is incredible. Now, we can talk in so many different directions. When you've got Suzuki South Africa and brands like McCarthy or CMH or Lazarus Motor Group or Hatfield saying, we want more dealerships. What are they saying to Suzuki South Africa? We believe in your product.
100%.
To put up a dealership like that, a little bit of a thumbsuck, but how much would you imagine to build a building like that?
Okay, you need land, you need to build it. I'm not saying more than 10 million, right?
Yeah, I would say between 10 and 30. Now, again, when I say a thumbsuck, I can't know the exact size, but nothing under 20 will you get away with there.
Yeah.
To put 20 million rand into a Suzuki or any franchise, what are you saying about the brand?
You trust in it, it shows the value. Actually, it's going back to why we spoke about Suzuki and Toyota, why can't I go service my Suzuki at Toyota?
Now, is that a question you received as a matter of interest? Because I get asked that question regularly. Is that a question you received or a question you asked?
I just thought about it. Like, I'm thinking about it in a point of view where I'm from. Like, I'm from Venda.
Interesting.
The nearest dealership, even if I own a Suzuki, yes, the Suzuki is around the area, but I'm probably going to see a Toyota before I see a Suzuki. So why do I need to pass the Toyota dealership and go to Suzuki dealership if it's the exact same car?
So I honestly don't know the answer because we've often said we don't investigate something before. This is a topic that has come up now. Yeah. The only thing I can think of, the shared parts are what? The Baleno, the Starlet. The Franks, the Urban Cruiser.
Franks and Starlet Cross.
Right.
Grand Vitara, Urban Cruiser.
And then Celerio.
And Vitz. And Celerio and Vitz, yes.
So now I'm a Toyota dealer. I can cater for that because we've already got it. But I'm a Suzuki dealer. How can I help Toyota? I can't help you with a Hilux. I can't help you with a Fortuner. I can't help you. So where do you draw the line?
Okay.
So I'm a person who reads in the paper, good news, Suzuki and Toyota collaborate, shared servicing. All I see is my Fortuner, brilliant. The nearest dealership to me is 800 meters away. It's a Suzuki dealer.
But you can't take it.
Correct. So again, we honestly don't know, and I'd love to hear from the viewers what you think. Would it add value to you as a Toyota owner if you could go to the nearest Suzuki dealership, or would you feel more comfortable Toyota at Toyota, Suzuki at Suzuki? Interesting.
Yeah.
But it gets asked quite often. 100%. But what I would say, and I may be wrong, I'm driving a Toyota Starlet and I have a problem. I hit a pothole. I bend something. The nearest dealership is a Suzuki dealership. In your opinion, I'll put my neck on a block. Will they or will they not help you?
Sure they would.
Absolutely. I will guarantee you, number one, both are service orientated. So I hope you don't have to put it to the test. But if you do put it to the test, let us know.
Speaking about service, right? There's a new brand that announced a maintenance plan, a longer maintenance plan. I think they're listening to the podcast.
Mercedes.
They already did that.
Oh, okay.
There's another one. You had the guest here.
Volvo.
Yes. Okay. Volvo, I think they've announced, I think it's 140,000 maintenance plan.
Correct. Should have known that because I did read about it. 7 years, 140,000 kilos. Taken from 100. Now, we've always said, what is the key? I'm going to finance a vehicle for 5 years. Now, I finance a vehicle for 5 years. I pay it off. Now I've got a problem. My maintenance plan is over. So now, even though I've got an asset that's fully paid off, I have to start again. Why? I'm nervous that my car's out of maintenance plan. To Volvo, add 2 years onto that. That's what we said BMW, Mercedes, Audi should do.
And they are doing it.
Now, I go buy that Volvo. I finance it over 4 years. I've got 3 further years of completely hassle-free motoring. And do you know that Volvo, talking about them, are increasing the dealer network with immediate effect?
Oh, that's good.
Port Elizabeth.
Okay.
So Tom Camphor Motors, we've always said the longest standing Volvo dealership in South Africa, has been appointed to open up a new dealership in Port Elizabeth because they closed it down through another franchise and they're opening up again. It just shows you, again, investment in a brand.
Yeah.
Why they're opening up in P, and I say it respectfully, Eastern Cape, we're not talking about Pretoria, we're not talking about Cape Town or Durban, we're talking about a town in Eastern Cape. Why they're opening up there?
I think these cars to sell. Demand.
Yeah. Volvo, I can tell you right now, I'm driving an LDV double cab. I wouldn't mind a new Volvo electric, top of the range. I'm just putting it out there. You can say no.
EX90.
You'll say yes.
The EX90.
How good does that car look?
Yeah, looks quite good. Also, a brand I want to speak about as well is Honda and what their plans are. Can you touch on about that actually?
So Honda, the question came in, and it's interesting. Honda, we've often spoken about how they missed opportunities.
Yeah.
Honda have got a new marketing team. I don't know who the marketing team is yet. Yeah. They've got a new marketing team. They've got a new energy. Now, if I say to you, Honda, are they here to stay? Yes. Honestly, not 100%.
Okay.
250%. So I've got the pleasure of speaking to certain of the Honda dealers, the Miko Group, Lazarus, Eastval, all the top dealerships that are selling Honda. Fact, their faith in the brand, good or not good or amazing.
I'm going to say amazing.
Amazing. Honda is a solid product. You saw as well, they've gone back to the sedan. We spoke about it.
Yeah.
So now 2026, it's around the corner, 5 months away.
Yeah.
There's talk that there's a lot of new Hondas coming in. Have you heard anything about what is coming in?
No, I haven't heard anything yet.
But Honda realize they've got a product, in my opinion, that is superior in terms of quality to certain of the Chinese and most of the Chinese brands. Are they getting the sales success? I don't want to say that they deserve, because their marketing has not been on par, but that the brand deserves. Are they getting the sales success? No. Can they?
Yes.
How do you do it? Make the public aware. Watch the podcast. We're talking well about Honda. The dealers are talking well about Honda. And love the brand.
Yeah, 100%. So we're going to take a quick break. When we come back from the break, there's a few more topics we're going to speak about.
Looking for a vehicle warranty? Look no further. CHANGECARS has partnered with VAPS SA, proudly powered by King Price Insurance. CHANGECARS, the brand the public trusts with good reason.
So I'm pretty sure you guys know, when it comes to the podcast, Mike is the one that receives a lot more questions than myself. A question I get asked a lot is, what do I think about accident repaired vehicles on the roads? And some of those vehicles are actually financed. What are your thoughts about that, Mike?
You've heard me say before, do you want a short or long answer? Good news, ain't going to be a short answer. You talk about, you get asked it a lot. My personal bugbear. Customer phones us, wants to trade in a vehicle, wants to upgrade. You do a history check on his current vehicle. Who was the previous owner? Accident, damage, salvage, or insurance company. Do you think the customer knew, Nicky?
No.
Customer didn't know. So there's two components here, and there's two, unfortunately, entities that are complicit in this. The finance houses and the insurance companies. Which one do you want me to start with?
The banks. Let's start with the banks and then we'll go to the insurance company.
The banks have a duty to make sure that every vehicle they are financing is a quality vehicle. Now think about that statement. How do you make sure a vehicle that you're financing is quality? By working with quality dealers. So if you talk about the franchise dealerships, we always talk about the groups, the Hatfields, the CMHs, the quality brands. They will be buying cars from quality homes. Will they do a check before they buy the car, do you think?
Yes, they would.
Of course. Why must I take a risk? So they check the car, they see it's accident damage, they don't even buy it. Flip that around. Banks are allowing B-grade dealers to finance cars. They know they're B-grade dealers. Mm-hmm. Those cars have got an accident history. They should have been written off. And I'm going to come to insurance company in a moment. They should have been written off. They weren't. The bank finances it. I'm a customer. I buy a car. I find out that that car is a previous, almost written off, should have been written off, and has been financed. What should I do, Nicky?
Go back to the dealership?
Absolutely. Go back to the dealership. Go back to the bank, whether it be MFC. And I'm not picking on anybody in particular. We always say this. It can be MFC. It can be Westbank. It can be ABSA. It can be Standard Bank. It can be Marquee Finance. Doesn't make a difference.
Yeah.
If you finance a car that is accident damaged and it hasn't been disclosed to the customer, not negotiable, uplift that deal, refund the customer. Would you agree with me?
100%.
So now you've got what we've said here, two components. The dealerships, the banks, and the third component is the insurance company. I have a vehicle that's in an accident. The insurance company says, Michael, this vehicle is uneconomical to repair. They'll tell me a term. What do they say? It's a
write-off.
100%. Now, the term write-off to you, to anybody watching, anybody listening, what does write-off mean? Finished.
It's finished, yeah. So you can't get back on the road.
Put it into the ground, bury it, or break it up for parts. Does it mean fix it up, put it onto the road, sell it to a dealer, and let the bank finance it? Surely not.
Yeah.
So why is this happening? Very easy. Give me any vehicle of your choice. VW Polo, Toyota Fortuner. Give me a year. Give me any example you like.
Golf 7.5 GTI 2018.
Golf 7.5 GTI 2018.
Yeah.
That car would have a book value, I would imagine, around 300,000. There or thereabouts.
Yeah.
That car gets into an accident. It's not major, but it's substantial. And the damage that the insurance company claims is 170,000 Rand. Think about that. 170,000 Rand. More than 50% of the value. But in reality, to fix it, it can be fixed for 80 or 90,000 Rand. So now, if the insurance company has to fix it at the original quote, 170,000 Rand, they are out of pocket 170,000 Rand.
Mm-hmm.
Let's flip it around. Car's insured for 300,000 Rand. After excess, they pay you out 260,000 Rand. Okay? They've out of pocket now 260. They sell it to anyone who's going to fix that car up for 40 or 50,000 Rand for anywhere between 220 and 260,000 Rand. Now, they're out of pocket either nothing or 20 or 30,000 Rand. So it's actually in their interests to write it off. And instead of losing money fixing it, they recover everything from the person that buys it. So again, this is a story not for another day. This is a story for today. But this story goes a lot deeper. Banks, insurance companies, and certain unscrupulous dealers are all working together. It's got to stop. If you find out that you've bought a vehicle that comes from any insurance company, you can do that history check. Make sure that you go to the bank and say, I want this deal uplifted.
100%.
So now, talking about repairs. Sometimes, what is a repair? It's not an accident repair. It can be a bumper bashing or it can be rust. And I don't say this condescendingly. What do you know about rust other than it's caused by salt and rain and corrosion? What causes rust?
That's all I know. What causes rust?
This is a big negative shout out to Mercedes-Benz South Africa. You know, in my business, we sell buses to schools, we sell buses to tour operators. Anybody who knows anything about a Mercedes Sprinter, a Volkswagen Crafter, or an Iveco Daily will know these vehicles come into South Africa as panel vans.
Okay.
Then they get an SABS approved conversion by certain bus builders and totally SABS approved. Where am I going with this? Got a customer, bought a brand new Mercedes Sprinter.
Brand new.
Brand new.
Okay.
Luxury bus, needs to convert it to a front and rear aircon, buys it from Mercedes, Mercedes-Benz approved builder.
Oh, where is installing it from?
Correct.
Okay.
The vehicle starts rusting around where they put the aircon in. Now again, talking about the rear aircon, anybody who's been driving behind a 23-seater bus, you look on top of the roof, you see that condenser unit.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. Question. Mercedes approve the aircon. Mercedes approve the bus builder. It starts to rust around that. Within the guaranteed period that Mercedes are saying, we'll give you rust protection. Should Mercedes cover that or not cover that?
They should, because they gave all of the go-aheads.
Mr. George, I'm not going to give you a surname, but I'm going to call you Mr. George. You know what I'm talking about. He takes it to Mercedes because he's got proper rust there. Mercedes say to him, they can't cover it. They give a long letter that in due course I will read out. Why can't they cover it? Can you see I've got a smirk on my face?
Yeah.
Because the rust is starting from what? Why can't they cover it?
Because of the aircon?
Okay, fair enough. Mercedes are repudiating the claim for one simple reason.
Okay.
They're saying the rust is starting the wrong way round. What do you mean wrong way round? Why you got a smirk on your face now? You look at me like
what do you mean wrong way round?
They say the rust is starting from the outside in, not the inside out. Now, with all due respect, I've never in my life, not even from Ford, do I believe they would come up with something like that. They say the rust needs to start from the inside going out. So does it rain inside? No, it rains outside. If you've got a scratch for whatever reason on a car, a stone chip, whatsoever, if you've got a stone chip on the bonnet, will it rust from inside the bonnet, outside?
Outside.
100%. So to Mercedes-Benz South Africa, to Justin Jacobs, head of marketing, I brought this to your attention. I asked you to please help the customer, not for any favors, just to do the right thing. 100,000 Rand repair that the customer's been quoted. A loyal Mercedes-Benz client What are you doing about it? Hopefully, after watching this podcast, something. I am disappointed. I don't want to say disgusted, but I'm very disappointed.
How much is a Sprinter?
Today, the actual base price around 1.1 million. That's for a 23-seater basic conversion. What this gentleman did, 1,600,000, because they do the luxury conversion.
Oh, okay.
I mean, that is an absolute telephone number. 1.6 million for a bus. Oh, crazy.
How many GTIs can I buy? Like, I buy so many GTIs.
How many Golf 8.5 GTIs can you buy in South Africa?
0. Okay.
You knew that already.
Do you need vehicle advice? Ask Mikey. From buying to selling and everything in between, there's only one person to ask. Mike is doing it.
So Nicky indicated he gets a lot of questions, so do I. But what excites me, when I go online, people are not talking about what Nicky was driving, what Mike was driving. It's the topics. I'll give you an example. 2 weeks ago, we spoke about should I warm up a car or not warm up a car. TikTok, how many views?
200 and something?
Guess who's watching TikTok closer? 640,000 views as of last night.
Wow.
But the most incredible thing is, it's not about Mike and Nicky.
Yeah.
It's about somebody says you shouldn't. Somebody says, of course you should. Somebody says you should. Somebody says, of course you shouldn't. What other topics can we discuss? Because I've got an incredible question about do's or don'ts. Should I or should I not?
What do you have in mind?
So it's easy. Differential oil, gearbox oil, and brake fluid. Should it be changed, yes or no? Got a question from a gentleman, Jody. Listen to this. He's got a Toyota 86 with under 40,000 kilos. Okay. How good is that car? Before we say,
Toyota 86, Toyota 86, good car. Yeah.
Is that going to be a future classic?
Yeah, because I don't think they're going to make another Toyota 86, so definitely, yeah.
So I don't think the Toyota 86 was an incredible sales success. A lot of people said powerful, but maybe not powerful enough. But 5, 6, 7, 10 years from now, when you've got that rear-wheel drive, good-looking Toyota, you can imagine what's going to happen there. But Jody's question was, he's got 38,000 kilos on it. The vehicle, well looked after. Should he change gearbox oil? Should he change differential oil? And should he flush the brake fluid? Now, before Nicky answers that, this is where we want to hear from the public. Guys, don't do it. Guys, do it. I wouldn't hesitate to do it. What do you think?
I'm gonna do it because, like, what harm can be done by doing it? That's my perspective.
So now I would have said it differently, but you've aptly described it. What harm can it be? It's like saying, is it good to put lotion on your body? Let's put it this way: whether you do or you don't, that's fine.
Yeah.
Putting moisturizing lotion on, putting conditioner in your hair. Do you put conditioner in your hair, Nicky? Amazing. I thought it was just me. But what harm can you do?
Yeah.
Take any gearbox. It's a moving part. Little micro filings have got to be coming off those gearbox parts.
100%.
Change it. But something interesting. So when Jody reached out to me, the first question I asked him was, who's going to do it? And I'll tell you why I say that. In theory, absolute unhesitating yes. But would I let any workshop just do it? No. And I'll tell you why.
Okay.
Gearbox oil, differential oil. Can you check that it's been changed?
Well, we've spoken about this before, so
correct. No. So now engine oil, absolutely.
Yeah,
take out the dipstick, looks clean, looks fresh, perfect. If you take it to a mechanic that you know, 100%, would I allow just any mechanic to do it? No. Jody's third part, brake fluid. Now, honestly, and again, I'm asking their audience, have you ever heard of brake fluid or brakes failing because of old brake fluid?
That's tough. I actually don't know.
So people say you should change the brake fluid every 2 years because apparently brake fluid can get moisture in it. But again, I believe if you went to a garage and you said flush the braking system, you know what they're going to do? They're going to open up the cap, check it, looks clean, top it up with 8 milliliters, 10 milliliters, and charge you for 2,000 milliliters. I'm joking, maybe 150 milliliters. 100%. So with brake fluid, I would say I'm on the fence. Gearbox oil, manual or automatic, and diff oil, absolutely do it. What other question did you get that's interesting?
So one is recalls, right? Factory recalls. We've spoken about this in a while.
Positive or negative?
Yeah. So now question I got is, what if you ignore it? Then what?
Okay, interesting. So when you say ignore, so they say you need to bring it in. There's a possible airbag failure.
I ignore it. As let's just say VW calls me, Nicky, a Polo needs an airbag change, and I'm like, no, my car's fine.
Okay, so that's interesting. So if any manufacturer reaches out, you've got to believe that they won't force you to come in.
Yeah.
They'll reach out 2 or 3 times, but you don't do it. Now, what happens, I think more importantly, you go sell that car. You ignore it because it's something that didn't affect you.
Yeah.
I buy that car. I didn't know about the recall. How would I know?
True.
My first time driving a VW Polo, you had the VW Polo, Volkswagen reached out to you. Volkswagen aren't going to reach out to me and say, Michael, we believe you've bought the Polo.
Yeah.
So that's interesting. So maybe the right answer here is, if you go buy a car, phone the local Mazda, Nissan, Toyota, Volvo dealer and say, hi, I'm buying the following. Can you check on the system? Was there any recalls for this car? They say, funny that you should ask. Yes, there was. Here's my VIN number. Can you check
if it's been done?
That's interesting. So use your VIN number to check. Very, very interesting. You see, I promise you, we actually learn all the time.
Yeah. Now I'm even thinking of a question of like, let's just say,
was there a recall on your 1977 City Golf? Is that what you wanted to know?
Never. My car's perfect. There's no recalls on that thing. The car's perfect. The airbag works. You heard what I said? Airbag. I didn't say airbags. Because there's only one.
Well, my wish for you is that I take your word that the airbag works and you never have to prove it to me that it does indeed work.
Take my word and you'll never see that airbag because I know it works and I don't have to prove it to anyone. But we're coming to basically the end of the podcast, and this is where we essentially start to appreciate our followers in terms of we actually see your comments, we actually like those comments. So we want you guys to keep sharing our videos, commenting, subscribing, following us. Because wait, how far are we from 100,000 on TikTok?
5,000, just under 5,000. Another way you know we're coming to the end of the podcast, look at my face. It goes from happy and smiling to, are you for real?
Yeah, but you have one thing that I actually want to speak about, and we spoke about it last time around, and Michael touched on about that.
So now the smile is back on my face. Sunday, the 24th of August in Mildersdrift, we're going to have an open day. We're going to have around 40 people there. Is there still space? Twisted rubber arm. There is still space. Looking forward. What is so positive, Nicky, is the way people write in. So the email address to reach out is opendayat.changecars.co.za. And it's like very, very humble. Yeah. Hi, guys. I'm sure maybe it's full. Hi, guys. I know you said 10 to 20. Is there a possibility that we can still attend? Honestly, if you want to attend, it's not our pleasure. It would be our honor. Am I right or am I wrong?
Yeah, 100% right. And maybe Michael will still be driving the LDV, so we guys will maybe get to see that.
So highly unlikely that I'll be driving the LDV, but let me make you a promise. I will not be driving a double cab. That you can take to the bank.
I'm interested to see what Michael will be driving. I know what I'll be driving then, because I've already booked it. But the only way for you guys to find out what I'll be driving is when you guys do attend. Is to attend and yeah, reach out to us. But yeah, we've come to the end of the beautiful podcast. We're going to shoot the Yawa episode now. So you're watching this, don't go anywhere because Yawa is still coming up. But we appreciate your likes, your comments, all your follows. Please share, guys. We need that 100,000 on TikTok. We really need that 100,000 on TikTok. And to show you that I don't really keep track of how many followers you have because he does all of that. He sent it to us on the group on Facebook. I think on 70,000. But how much are we on now?
On Facebook, just on 71,000.
See?
But now, what is so interesting, and I know we always say we're coming to the end of the show. January, we were on 50,000. December, we were on 5,000.
Yeah.
July, we're on these numbers. It is absolutely essential. And again, without saying the right thing, we're on these numbers because of you. What I'm also loving, have you seen how much sharing of our content there is?
Yeah.
So again, a humble thank you. You said you ask, we answer. I'm going to say, we answer because you ask.
Keep it or change cars. The motoring podcast others try copy.